Hi everybody, this is Kathy with Lone Tree Rustics. I'm gonna just sit here for a second and before I get headed live here officially. Some people in here. Hello. Just kind of hanging out for a second. Hey guys, are you here? I am trying to, okay, I see Brenda, I see you. Let's see, I'm trying to get my feed here to show me who else is watching. Hello. All right. Looks like I've got, we're almost there, just a minute. I haven't been transferred over to the event yet, so when I know that I'm transferred over, almost there. I think we have like 1 minute, guys. Oh, I see someone else join me here. Let's see. Trying to refresh my screen. I have 4 people. All right, Diana. I've got Brenda. Thanks for joining me. Oh, here I am. I'm showing up. Okay. I'll go ahead and get started, guys. I see that I'm actually showing up on the event. So my name is Kathy with Lone Tree Rustics, and I am I'm kind of new to the live scene, so you guys need to be patient with me today, but what we are doing today is the Fab 4 Event Emporium. We're happy to present to the Sunflower Summer at Sunset event today. Mary just got done. What a cute sign she made. I don't know if you watched that, but All Things with Mary did a really cute home sign. She doesn't quite have enough bling on it yet, but I think she'll bling it up and get back with us on that. So you're welcome, if you're watching on my page, go to the Fab 4 group, or and this is also sponsored with Plaster Paint, and there is a link there'll be a link to the chat. Hi guys, I see lots of my friends coming in. I see Renee, I see Carol with Swanky Village Vintage. She'll be actually coming in. Katie, Katie's new to watching me. I saw Katie interact in the last live as well, so I appreciate you being here. But what I want to do next is make sure that I get this housekeeping done. So we're also being streamed in Craft Around the Clock, so today, so you can go over there. There's a link to that site as well. And today they're going to be giving away 2 I guess winners. There'll be 2 winners. One will be for a $25 Amazon gift card, and another will be $25 to Plaster Paint. And you have to be present to win. So today what I have to do during this time that we have together is make sure that we draw 2 names. And so I will do that here in a little while, and then also we'll do that again towards the end of my little time here with you. So we just appreciate y'all being here and supporting us. And I want to go ahead and get started because I have one project and I'd like to kind of get started on another if we have time. So let's go ahead. And one thing too, after I'm done presenting, the next one is at 1 o'clock with like Farm Primitives. Brandy, I just saw her hop on. Hi, Brandy. I just love her stuff. So anyways, let's get started. I'm probably a little nervous because I don't do lives very often. Let me tell you just a little bit about why I don't do lives, and what I do usually do is if you go up, there's 3 little dots up on your computer or on your phone. If you take that and follow me, I have a lot of short tutorial DIYs that I share on my page, and also I have a YouTube channel out there. So if you could, if you want anywhere from easy to more complex DIYs, I have just a lot of fun DIYs out there. Let me see who's joined us here. We've got Robin, she'll be presenting later. I've got Amy, Denise. I got a lot of new names I'm not familiar with. I'm hoping that some of my peeps will come on here and let them know. And so what we're making today, and I wanted to, and I'll watch the comments, because what we'll do is make sure that you'll want to watch comments, because I'm going to put a free printable out there for what I'm going to be doing today. So it will be out there. It'll be an image. So what you want to do is just right click, save it to your phone, and then a little later what you can do is go out there and print it off. One thing that I'll go ahead and mention is I do it on rice paper. I get my rice paper through Amazon, and I got a lot of people coming in here, but on the rice paper, let me tell you what you could do. You could go, I have a FedEx and a UPS. If you don't have a laser printer or a good printer at home, you can take those, take your paper, and what you can be able to do is just, you can take it to them. It's a couple dollars for them to print it for you, and they'll be glad to print it on the paper that you want it printed on. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I was laughing because Mary, I wondered if that's what the basket was for. Yes, the basket, that is for the basket. So we have a basket here. I'm going to be using this in my craft, and the printable is, it'll have like a welcome on it. And what we're going to be doing is I've got, I don't know if you guys all shop at Dollar Tree, but I sure do. So a lot of my crafting is from Dollar Tree items, Hobby Lobby items, and both of these are from, I got everything through Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. So I will go ahead and, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I use, this is the 2-pack wall shelf, and I'm going to be using one of those and the printable, and I've got some beautiful florals. I don't know if you've been to Hobby Lobby lately, but they're getting all their fall florals in. And thank you, Patty, for following me. Oh, Marie, yep, you are. I'm rocking my new glasses. You guys, the reason I don't do a lot of lives is I couldn't see. I couldn't see the comments, so this is something you don't normally see me with glasses. This is what you normally see me how. So having glasses is very awkward for me to be doing this, but to be able to see your comments, I gotta wear them, right? So that's what happens when you get in your 50s, huh? So anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started so we can have a lot of fun with this. I like to do a lot of decoupage. Do you guys like decoupage projects? I did just get a notice, and maybe you guys want to note this too in the comments, that Robin just said there is a coupon out there that we're sponsored by plaster paint, and there's today, if you go out there and purchase something, you can use fab. It's not the word, not word. So if you you want to go out there and spend some money. Thank you, Katie. I need to probably slow down. I am a little nervous. So what we'll want to do here is go ahead and open this, and we will go ahead and get started on this. We're only going to use one. It comes in a 2-pack, but I'm going to show you guys something that you can do that that you can actually change this basket out, so you can do multiple sides. So if you want to reuse this basket, then you can, we'll be putting the decoupage print on the front of the basket, and then you could actually put another decoupage. You can make it reversible, or you can put up to 4 different prints for different seasons. Like I said, today is the sunflower, and I did see someone ask that, yes, I will make sure that I add this to the comments. I did send it to Kimmery too, and hopefully she can get that added to the comments as well. But we will we'll make sure you get that. So some of the items that I will be using the basket to are I got a lot of fall flowers. These are the flowers that I got these all at just Hobby Lobby this last week. So they're getting a lot of their fall florals in, and they've got some beautiful ones. So once we get the decoupage print on, get it added to our basket, we'll add our florals to it, and I think you'll really think it's really, I have a bunny one that I did for, if you check out my page, you can see that there's a floral out there for a bunny that's very similar to this, and it's got a lot of lavenders and stuff. So that's what, if you check out that one, that is pretty cute. So I'm going to set this aside. But this basket I did get at Hobby Lobby, and it was $9.99, but if you watch the sales, you can get that for 40% off. So that's what I did, because I like my sales. So we're going to get started here. We're going to, I went ahead and cut out my welcome. I did make this myself, so it is an original print, and I will offer it free to you today, so you can use it however you want to. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to make the front of it. I'm going to use my folk art paint, and hey Stacy, caught you live. Yep, it's going to be beautiful. It will. I guarantee it. So we're going to just go ahead and put some of this folk art on here, and I'm just going to dry brush it on here, because what I don't want is, if y'all know me, I'm Lone Tree Rustic, so I like rustic. So it's just going to be very, just going to paint it on, and we're going to make sure that it's not, it's going to be rustic looking at the end here. So we're going to go ahead, I don't know if you guys can see this, we're going to go ahead and cover this like we normally do here. I'm not going to do the reverse side today, but just know that you can do the reverse side, okay? So let's see, who else is everyone? Yeah, I love this print. I've just started making printables, so y'all, this is, it's kind of one of my specialties. When I went to college, is I took graphic design, and I really miss it. But the tools back then, I mean, it was a long time ago when I did that. But oh, I like vintage shabby, Katie, as well. So, but we used PageMaker. I don't know if you guys ever did that, but now there's they've made it so easy, you know, so much easier with like Canva and Adobe, And I'm just, old dogs learn new tricks, so it's kind of fun. And so we're gonna just let that dry. I do have my little dryer here, so it might be a little noisy, but we'll get through that. And then I see here, I go, thank you for following and sharing. I really appreciate that. Maybe I get over my nerves a little bit. It will do a little bit better. I don't need to dry this too much because I'm going to go ahead and use my sander. And we're going to grab it. Got all kinds of stuff here, guys. So just use a sander, and I'm going to go ahead and go over that as well, just to make sure that these are from Dollar Tree, so they may not be like the smoothest. So you want to go ahead and you can see there's, you know, between my paint and little extras, it's just make it really smooth on the edges. Hey John, how are you? Jane, hello, I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad you're here. You get to see like a total newbie here on live. So y'all just show me some grace. I appreciate it. Kimberly asked me several months ago to do another event, and it's like, I don't usually do lives, but I'll give it a whirl because I promised my community that I would do more lives this year, because I do enjoy teaching and showing my inspirations and my creativity. Also on my page, I do a lot of other things. So I'm a big trailblazer. Does anybody like trails? So always taught sand, seal, sand. You are absolutely right. Ellen, is you want to just sand, and then you seal, and then you sand. So thank you, Beverly, for that urge of encouragement. And so yes, I'm proud of myself too, Katie, because I just retired back in October, and this is all very new to me. I did something something totally different before, so this is but I've always done crafting clear back in the 90s. I used to do craft shows, and what I'm finding, you guys, is that a lot of the stuff back in the 90s that I'm doing is coming back. And like these little fabric sunflowers, I do have a tutorial out there for that. And we used to make those all the time, and they used to sell out quite a bit. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this aside, but I don't use, I know a lot of creators use water pens. I don't. What I do is I cheat, and I just use what I got on hand here. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want this, I like my edges rough. So what I don't do is I don't like to just cut and put it on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a little paintbrush, and what we're going to do is I want to make sure that my holes down here are showing, so I'm going to make it a little weathered around the edges, and of course we'll make that rustic at the end. So what you do is with that is you just however you want it, you're gonna just peel. Okay, so I will do that on both sides here, and you're just gonna tear that fabric how you want it. It feels like fabric. Rice paper, I don't know if you guys work with rice paper. I was an appraiser, Trisha, so I appraised commercial, and I did that for 30 years, so it's a little bit different. Hey Don, thank you for, you're new from Georgia? Yeah, so the torn edges is better, I believe, yeah. Jeanette is one of my followers. I appreciate you, girl, for being here. So what we're going to do is just go around the edges, and I'm tearing, try to read some of these comments. I'm not used to reading comments, especially since I got my glasses, I can actually see. So that's exciting. Yeah, that's a big difference. So back in the 90s, I would do, just give you kind of a back history, is I used to do seasonal craft shows, and I used to do home shows at my home, and then I would take orders, and that was like a big, you know, that helped me with my Christmas, and it was, it kind of grew, it grew pretty big actually, to where, and at that time I did have a little workshop, but, and my kids were small, and I would just put the all my crafts around on my dining room table, everywhere from about October. I did my shows, and then at I did the weekend before Halloween, I would have my show, and I would take orders, and then what I would do is just make one of each item. That way I didn't have any stock left over. And I thank you for sprinkling, you guys. And then we would cut, sand, because I cut all my own wood. We didn't have lasers back then. If they even existed, I didn't know about it. And so just cut lots of wood, and I usually did quite well, and it grew, like I said. And I always made sure, though, that I involved my kids, and they always had a craft to do as well, so that was always fun. So what we'll do here, I'm about done with my tearing, and then I'll show you what we'll do from there. So you see what I'm doing, y'all? So it's kind of looking torn around there, and I made sure to do it a light color underneath, because what you'll do, I'm sure you guys have all learned this if you decoupage at all, is we want to, if it's a light surface that we want to paint it light before, and I also want to make sure that there's no dark colors and stuff seeping through. So you'll see in a little bit I'll be using some brown or some burnt umber paint, and we want to make sure that, you know, none of that was under this here. So I got this tore the way I want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the decoupage, I like these small bottles from Dollar Tree. I use those all the time. So what we'll do is get this here, and I'm just going to use a sponge brush on this because I want just a real thin layer. So I'm going to go ahead and layer that on here, and I'll do a thin layer. And I need to go ahead and turn on, I don't know if you guys have a little mini iron, but I do after I decoupage. A lot of times I'll dry it, and then we'll want to just go over it a little bit with some parchment paper and dry that. Just kind of watered that down a little bit. Get a little bit more, but we're about there, guys. So we'll get this decoupage print on. Just a little bit more here. Let's see who's all out there. All right, so as you can see, I'm going to place this on here. I want to keep my holes open. Okay, go ahead and I'm just using my fingers on this. You can use a brayer if you want to. I do have, you know, a brayer. You could do that. I'm gonna go ahead and dry that just a hair. That did actually make it pretty well, so I don't think I even need. Hi, Paula, you're here. Hi, Paula. Paula's one of my biggest fans too. I appreciate it. Kimmery, yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. So I think, yeah, this is down pretty good. So I'm just going to put another layer on top real quick, and I'll go ahead and dry that. What you could do is go ahead and if you do see some wrinkles or want to make sure that it adheres well, what you can do is take some parchment paper, and you can just use this little mini iron. So you can just put that over there and just iron over it. Don't need to do that, so I'm going to save that step today. So I'm going to dry here. Let me read some of these. Patsy, hello, we're getting there. So, sign's going to be really cute. Love how pretty it is. You see that? Turn it you guys' way so you can see it. There we go. I don't know if this is so loud you can't hear me or not, but almost dry. So if you watch any of my videos, what you'll find out is that I love distress looks. So I do use a lot of the distress ink. I use you can use like a little ink blender if you want to, or you can just use your finger if you want to. But what we're going to do is, it's going to start looking a lot different now, because I'm going to really start making it. You can see that I'm pretty aggressive with my distressing, but that's how I like things. So I'm going to be adding it even to the edges of my print. You see that, guys? In a minute here, we're going to take a makeup wipe and we're going to go around some of that. But I wanted to go ahead and get around the paper. Okay. And then, y'all, I never would have even thought to use makeup wipes in the past or baby wipes, but they do come in handy. So, yeah, as I say, that is the best brush for distressing, is these little ink blenders. So in a minute we'll do that, more of that, but what I want to do is just go over here, make it more smudgy looking, and we're going to get some, what I want to do around my edges here while I have this is I want to get some burnt umber, and if you want to, you can just go over the entire print here. But I'm going to get some burnt umber out, and we're going to go kind of around the edges a little bit here. I use burnt umber a lot in my crafting too, but I want to, and you could do this on in the beginning too, but I want this edges to be brown because my basket's brown. So, but since I'm going to be using kind of burnt umber here and there, I went ahead and did around the edges. So, yes, Stacy, yep, Robin, I love distressing too. Just makes projects look a little more rustic, which I love. So, yeah, it's crazy how you have a passion for something for so many years, and then it comes back around though. So I've been crafting, and you know, all my friends, I used to make them things all the time, and I love landscaping, I love all the things. So it's like you should really show what you can do. So this has been fun for me to be able to do that. So let me see. I'm trying to find a good brush to, here it is, to kind of go around the edges just a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of this, but I'm going to dry brush it and use. You can use, if you don't have distressed ink, and that's why I'm showing you this, is you can actually use a little bit of paint as well. The paint, this is the vintage photo or walnut stain that you can get, but you can get different colors by using different stains, which I kind of like the multi-dimensional look a little bit. So we're getting there. I want to get started on the basket itself, but I want to go ahead and just dress this up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and come back with, and you'll see how it all ties together here pretty quick, because we're going to have lots of different pops of color with this greenery. Actually, in college, what I did was, it's kind of a fun, you know, you have extra credits that you do, and I did floral design, and so, which has changed a lot over the years too. So I do like to do a few floral projects here and there, so you'll see that with my page as well. And I do like to mix old with the new. So if you like to do some vintage shopping, yeah, so we're just really kind of grunging this up, and I know it, you guys can't really probably see it quite up close yet, but it's looking pretty grungy and pretty good to me. So we're gonna set that aside. Yeah, it's very vintage, very cute. See that? So I'm gonna set this aside. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff and put it off to the side. And we are going to cut the tag off of here. And like I said, I don't know if you were here earlier or not, but we did, I was just at Hobby Lobby this past week, and they got a lot of their fall florals in, which they have some gorgeous ones. So a few of them weren't on sale, but most of them will probably, if you watch the florals, will be going on sale. So yeah, it's a really cute sunflower, guys. I love it. So what we're gonna do here is for the florals, don't know if you can see this, when I'm doing my door hangers and using different baskets, I don't, unless I'm gonna sell it, and I don't sell these typically, I just do the DIYs, I don't put the green foam in the project. I want to make sure that I can reuse the basket if I want to. So I do recycle a lot of my projects to where it comes a new season, I'll change it out. So this is what I was saying. If you weren't here earlier, what you can do is you can do this side, and you can turn around, and I know back side's really messy right now, but you could go ahead and decoupage a print on this side. Let me show you what I did for, this is one that I did for spring. So I did with some lavenders. So, hey, Mel, that's okay, girl. Mel's been on quite the trip, so for you to even be up at this hour is probably good. But let me show you some of these florals. I went ahead, they're like super long. You know how they're like this long? So before I went live, I went ahead and clipped those off, and it's probably a good thing, because you guys would have seen me on the struggle bus trying to get a couple of these cut off. But these came in one, aren't those pretty, guys? I just love the colors. So so we're going to be using some of those, And this here, this came from Hobby Lobby. So these are like $8.99. So if you get them for 40% off, you know, some of these florals aren't too terribly bad. This one's $5.99. Probably gonna use a few of those. And then this is kind of the centerpiece of it all. And this one was only $7.99. So if you get them for 40% off, it comes out to a pretty nice basket. So y'all, where do y'all get your florals at? Do you like to get them at Hobby Lobby, or? And that's typically where I get mine. In the future, as I grow, I might get them somewhere else. But right now, that's where I get my florals. So what we probably need to do is pick a name, and not sure if we want to go ahead and do that now. I want to show you what I'm going to do, but so you won't be able to see me very well, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to build kind of a tall basket, okay? This basket is going to be hanging, and I put mine on my front door. So if you go out to my site, you'll see just recently I showed another, no, fall is not 40% off yet. So some of it is in fall colors, but some of it is not. So but that's what, I don't want to get in trouble on that one, but yeah, I was going to say, fall is not, but they do have some fall colors, you know, down the different aisles, but they do have their fall out. So, yes, I love the fall colors too. In several of my rooms in my house, I use the burnt orange and the yellows and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tall one, and this is just one strand in the back here, okay? And then I'm just going to layer these three right in front of that. So you can see 1, 2, 3. And you'll see how it all comes together. Kind of did a test run before on those three. So you got the little pop of color than this, and this looks a little crazy right now, but once we get these florals in, and then it's going to be, it really makes it pop. So when we get it turned around here, kind of arrange it. I know Marie, you do. Hey, Jamie. So you can see how it's starting to look. Okay. And so you can imagine the basket, and then we're going to put that on the front. It's going to be so cute. This, I felt like it needed some other colors. So what I'm going to do is, these were all single sprig, like single. This one I'm going to actually cut up a little bit and just place. So this one was a $5.99 sprig. And so I'm just going to put a few little sprigs of that here and there to get a little that green. I like that. Have you guys been doing the greens that they have with the sages and the hunters and stuff like that? I tried to put some of those colors in my printable because I just absolutely love those colors. So we're just going to put those around. I'll show you kind of where I put those. Just going to put this big sprig right to the back. Yeah, sometimes when I do projects, I'll go ahead and keep the tags on there because people ask me. So it is getting there. Okay, looks very full. It's beautiful. Where did I get my shirt? Okay, I got my shirt at Maurice's. So last weekend, and I don't know if you saw my post or not last week, but I was trying to find, we had an event to go to, and I was trying to find just something, you know, casual, but not dressy. And so I like Maurice's, and sometimes I like to just make sure that I try on my clothes. I don't know if you guys have tried to order from Amazon or something like that, and you get your clothes, and it's like, oh my goodness. So, but I like to go try on my clothes. So I went there to actually, you know, after Memorial Day, you can start wearing white, right? So, see, I got my white shorts on. So I got me some white shorts, and I found 2 tops there. I didn't find anything really to wear to the event, but Maurice's had them, and they had them on sale for $12. So I got this one, and then I got one that I garden quite a bit, you guys. So gardening is my thing. Love to can, love to preserve food. One is called a crop top, and it's got just crops on the front. So I don't know if y'all follow me, but it was it was so my husband just did kind of an eye roll at me. I thought it was kind of funny, but anyway, so you can kind of see where this is going. I can get back to this. Is we're gonna have this, then we're gonna mount to the front of this. Okay, so yeah, as I say, Stacy, they really did have some great sales. They were like, I couldn't believe it when they said, yeah, those are only $12 today. So you see where that's going? Maybe I can place it back here. You have the long hanger, just a really, really pretty door hanger. So what we're gonna do here is you can do several things here when you want to place your front on, but what we want to do is make sure that it's secure. So if you do put it on a door, that it's not flopping around. So there are several options here. You can use jute, and that's what I did for this one. You can see what I did was I made a little, pulled it through, and then made little knots. You see what I did here? So that's what I'm going to do for these as well. So this is actually just a very simple project, you guys, and you can change these out. So what I was thinking, even for this, is if you did a reverse side to that, you can flip it over and you can have a pumpkin basket. And I did see at Hobby Lobby where they had some really cute, not much into felt, but they had some really cute felt pumpkins that were darker colors too. So if you get rid of your sunflowers, then you can just add little pumpkin stems in there. Also, you can, I'm a huge pine cone person, so I have a lot of, yeah, husbands, exactly. You could even add some pine cones in there. So if you guys like pine cone tutorials, I have lots of pine cone tutorials too. So I mean, you can add pine cones in there if you want to. There's lots of different options. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to take this and we'll see how, if I can get them through this hole. Yeah, so just twist your jute through the hole. Go ahead and tie it off. So thank you, Maria. You do a lot of wreaths, so I'm glad you approve, because I know you do some beautiful work out there. So yes, the basket did come from Hobby Lobby. It's back in their floral department. So it's hanging back by like their, in my Hobby Lobby, it's hanging back by where like their Spanish moss and stuff is. And they had them last year, so I picked one up. And then the other day I was like, oh, they have some more. So that's cool. So what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna do it this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one here, and I'm going to do one here, but I'm going to wait till I string it through. So I'm going to make me probably, it's probably 12-inch. You see that, guys? Go ahead, and then I'm going to string it through my basket. Okay? So you see what I'm doing is I'm going to put it, and this is, you know, this is wired, and there's holes here, so you'll be able to do this. Is you're going to put it through here. You're going to come down through here and grab this, and let's see. We're going to make sure that it's somewhat centered. You see that? We're going to string it here. If I can get it strung here. I have to get a piece of tape. All right. Maybe you want to put a little bit more slack in it, because was maybe a little too optimistic on what size here. Let me see here. Get a little bit. Trying to think, my hole on this top side is not quite as big. There we go. So I think we can do that now. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tie both of those on. You guys, yeah, we are. So, Mary, let's see. Okay, we got it. I'm gonna go ahead and clip that off because I already, you know how you fray out the ends and then you can't get it through. So, what we will do is we'll thread it through there. And I probably should have, maybe if I get it, always, you know, use your tools, you got it. Use your spit if you need to. Well, this one's being a little cantankerous, so I'll get this one done here, but we'll go ahead and do this other side now. You can see where this is going though, guys, and kind of, I still got a little time here. So we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and do this side too, and then see if I can go ahead and get this one strung through. If you need to use a little tape, I probably would. I don't have any tape handy, or I would be doing that right now. There we go. Does anybody else get on the struggle bus like me sometimes and don't have all the tools you need? Gotta have the right tool for the job, right? All right, here we go. Thank you, Katie, I appreciate that. Let me see if I can go ahead and, if I add some water to the end, we'll do that. Hopefully, as time goes on, I'll get better at these lives, and be a little more interactive with y'all. I'm sorry. Here we go. I just like to teach. I like to show people what to do, and I found that my tutorials, and they're getting more and more popular, are, you know, people's attention spans are, have you noticed? So I'm glad other people are on the struggle bus as well. So this one just really gave me a hard time. Let's see. Do you guys have any suggestions? Here, I think I'm going to use a piece of wire maybe around the edge of it too. Try to poke it in there. And you could use wire, like I use a lot of rusty wire, which this is, and you could actually poke it in and wire those as well. Hello. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Beverly. I appreciate your... I'm going to have to just do a new one on that one, guys. So we will do it. But I was telling you how I like to do old with new, and so I wanted to show you before we end today how there's some things. Hopefully I'll have some time, but I know I need to pick some names. So stick a skewer in the hole just a bit. You know, if I had a skewer available, I would do that. Here, we'll use the end of there. How about the end of a paintbrush? Thank you for that tip. So, yeah, so we will get this strung through. You see how pretty it is, because it's going to be really pretty and kind of different. You don't usually see things like this very much. I see a lot of baskets, but do you guys think it needs a bow? Because if it needs something, I think it just needs something simple. What do you guys think? Yeah, whatever works. Yeah. I don't know why these are not going through here. Probably because I got some thicker jute. This is not my normal jute that I use. There we go. Here's one. So you can see where I'm at. So you can see that that actually holds that in place really well. So if you get your knot in place, I don't want to sit here and struggle with this knot and No, let's not get through. So you can see how that's looking. Do you see? I like the little knots in it. No bow or maybe a little raffia. Yeah, as I say, no, less is best. I agree. I agree with that. And you guys all find that out with a lot of my things is a lot of times less is more, because I think this is kind of the statement piece in it, and these florals up here are statement pieces, so you don't want to really overdo, right? There we go. It's working, it's working. All right, we'll get there. Twist as you're putting through. I've been trying that, and it's maybe if I put a little Mod Podge in the end of it too, that might work. You know, a little glue. I bet that would work. Didn't even think about that earlier. So let this be a lesson. Looky there, the Mod Podge worked. So let you guys know that if you're on the struggle bus with this, that the Mod Podge works. I am located in Kansas. So I am in eastern Kansas. I'm in the KC Metro, and maybe a radio spell. Yeah. So I got some different options that you guys could do. I'm not going to do probably them today, but I wanted to, I like jute. So I've got like some jute. Let's see here, let me get this off of here. All right. So center it, and you see it has the jute hanger up here. So I almost thought that maybe just a really cute jute bow would be good. But if you guys wanted to offset the colors just a little bit and add just another pop of color, I thought, yeah, go Chiefs. We got a lot of Chiefs fans around here. Is use almost a, here's some black checkered. So what did Marie say? He said, we're just, it is, I just love it, guys. But what I did with my some other projects that I've done is just adding just a simple, like double. You could go around the top if you wanted to, or just add a really cute, and I've got kind of a sample here of something else I've done where you could add some fabric behind it, behind your project as well. Just hot glue some frayed fabric, and then with this one I just used a really simple bow here, so I could actually take that bow and we can see if that would be cute here. Just maybe off to the side. Or even in front. I think we're gonna, so, I know this is making me ready for fall too, so fall is my favorite season as well. I know that time is running out here, so you guys, I'll figure out a bow option, but we could do this. I'll go back and see what some of the suggestions are as well, but I do like to do fall projects, but just remember, if you weren't, so this is it, and probably center those a little bit better here, but I want to thank you guys for being here, for one thing. Make sure that, thanks for your patience, and yes, I needed to breathe probably, but you know, you got to get your first something like this under your belt, and so we survived it, but I appreciate you saying that yeah, you should make this, Mary. It's very easy, so just get you some fall goodies. Dollar Tree, the two you can reverse them, as you can see how easy it would be to change them out, and just beautiful. Our next presenter is, you know, Brandy with Lake Farm Primitives, and I know she always does such cute things. I love her primitive things that she does. She's so talented and so funny. I love to watch her. So anyways, I do want to pick out 2 people, so let me go through here and pick out 2 names. I've got, let's see, Leah, have you been chosen? There's one, Leah Duckstad. So I've got Leah Duckstad as one of them, and let's see who else. Sorry, I'm trying to find and be fair about this. Let's see. And the other person would be, I'm getting there, doing a little scroll here. Katie, your name just keeps popping up. So Katie Smith George. So we'll go ahead and I appreciate you guys being here today. I did want to show you just one thing that I do, and I did with just a Dollar Tree. I do a lot of vintage shopping, and so Dollar Tree has last year, so you can make really cute items with just vintage things. I don't ever, like I said, I'm a vintage person, so you can do the vintage, you can do a sifter. These were my grandmother's teaspoons, so I just attached them with some jute here. And this little fall floral came from Hobby Lobby as well. And this came from last year from Dollar Tree. It's just some cute. And I had something like this very similar on my on one of my tables by my kitchen. So just use old and new and bring them together, and that's kind of what my specialty is I have a lot of vintage that I do. So thank you guys. I don't know, do you guys have any questions? I guess I could interact here. I got a few more minutes. New comments here. Thank you, Mel. Great job. I appreciate you showing such grace, because I know this was very new to me. So thanks, Denise, for the keep on trucking, because I have grown quite rapidly on my channel. So it's kind of in awe when you start at 0 followers and you're begging your your family to just go out there and give it a look, you know, and stuff. And then it really grew, and I'm really appreciative. I'm appreciative to Kimmery and the Fab Four for actually asking me to be in this event. They may not ask me again. Sorry, guys. But thank you, Kimmery. I appreciate that. I know that I was really nervous about it. So you know, it's funny how you do public speaking, and I did a lot of teaching people in the past through my appraiser position, and so it's one of those where you get out there and you just do it. So thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate it. I'll just write, was it Katie? You were the second person that I picked, so I appreciate all the kind words that y'all had, and just make sure that you follow those 3 dots and give me a follow and see what I'm all about, because like this is totally out of my realm. So you'll see that I do short videos, and they're DIY, and do a lot of fun things. So thank you, and I think I am about done then, Kimmery. So just remember that you can go out there to use the word fab, not word, if you wanted to go out and try. I haven't used the plaster paint before, but I think I'm gonna have to give it a try, because I went and checked it out online before this event, and they had a lot of neat things. So make sure that you stay tuned. And one thing you want to do is, once I'm done here, is refresh your screen if you're watching it through any other Craft Around the Clock or the Sunflower Summer at Sunset. So good luck to the next presenter, Randy, and also Mary, your sign was absolutely too cute. So thank you guys, and I appreciate you. Bye-bye. Need to finish putting Katie's name down as Katie Smith George. It's the second winner. Bye, y'all.